Hi, you guys. Mr. Farron here. I just wanted to let you know how much fun I'm having being with you and studying with you. I brought my buddy here, my horse. Notice he's a model. If you've met my horse Bravo, he's almost exactly the same color pattern as Bravo. He's an Appaloosa, and an Appaloosa is called an Appaloosa because now would be the time to turn and tell your parents why an Appaloosa is called an Appaloosa. Is it because they eat and like to eat lots of fruit, including apples? No, that's just their name, and it actually comes from the Palouse River, as they call him a Palouse horse, and it became Appaloosa from the north. And so they're great horses. We've been learning a lot about horses. We're going to learn a tiny bit more about horses, and then go on to some other things. We're going to spend a lot of time next time together, though, talking about what it is that you think is fascinating and what we want to keep learning about. And I suggest to you, well, what happens when you flush the toilet? Where does that go? How does ice work? Or whatever important questions you have. Or what's a landfill? Where does a garbage truck go? How does that all work out? There's all kinds of questions, because this is not a hat rack. This is not just a hat rack. It's your brain, and we're going to be using it. So I want to remind you that you've got your blue notebooks. When you open them up, the first half, there's a divider in there. The first half is for you to just write more about, put pictures up, or study about, or write something that you want to write. And maybe if you want, we can read what you've written in class. It's up to you. About what we've already learned or what we're learning. The second section is questions about things you want to learn more about. And if you go ahead and study things about it, that'll be fine, because we'll find a way to let you use that information to teach us. We'll use you. We'll say, oh, now you wanted to study about how people can ride a motorcycle without falling over. What makes that happen? Okay, we'll let you tell us more if you wanted to, or whatever it would be. There's all kinds of great questions. I don't want to give you the questions because I want you to come up with things you're fascinated by. And so that's your homework for our next time. We're going to keep reading about the flying birthday cake and see whether or not this student is from Mars or not, and is his friend, or the student who's our writer, otherwise known as the protagonist, is he going to be good? Is he going to keep him from being bullied, or what's going to happen? Is he going to take him with him to Mars? What's going to happen? We don't know yet. It's going to be interesting. And so your homework is to keep thinking big, deep questions and thoughts. Try to understand and know what you want to know about interesting things. What's on top of the roof of a house? How did it get there? Whatever it be, just think good questions. Write them out, and if you want to, write anything you know about it, and we'll learn more yet. We probably will at some point want to ask ourselves, why did leaves change colors? This might be the time of year to talk about leaves and them changing colors. If you're interested in that, we'll learn about that. Okay? So that's our plan. And so first half of your book is for you to write and do things that you know about, that we're learning already, to share more with us perhaps, and your own learning. You can pull things off the internet. You can work with your parents. You can read books and tell us things. And then the second half is your own investigations. I want to know this or that. And a lot of the things you want to know about, we'll study together perhaps and learn about. All right. Have fun. We'll see you next Friday. I want to tell you and all your parents that the next Friday, this very next Friday, we'll have class. But the next Friday, which is Friday the 15th, there will be no meeting with us, because I'm in Denver for a conference, an academic conference. That'll be one of the only times I miss, at least for this part of the year that I could think of, okay? So, thank you very much. Not just a hat rack. Keep learning. And, because we're getting close to Christmas now, where do snowmen keep their money? In snowbanks. Take care. We'll see you guys.